Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another reading of the Bible. We are in chapter 5, continuing in 2 Kings chapter 5. Now Naaman, captain of the host of the king of Syria, was a great man with his master and honorable, because by him the Lord had given deliverance unto Syria. He was also a mighty man in valor or of valor, but he was a leper. The Syrians had gone out by companies and had brought away captive out of the land of Israel a little maid, and she waited on Naaman's wife. She said unto her mistress, Would God my Lord were with the prophet who is in Samaria. I wish that God that my Lord were with the prophet, the king, my Lord the king, were with the prophet who is in Samaria, for he will recover the captain of his leprosy. One went in and told his lord, saying, Thus and thus said the maid who is of the land of Israel. The king of Syria said, Go, and I will send a letter unto the king of Israel. And he departed and took with him 10 talents of silver and 6,000 pieces of gold and 10 changes of raiment. He brought the letter to the king of Israel, saying, Now when this letter is come unto thee, behold, I have therewith sent Naaman, my servant to thee, that thou mayest recover him of his leprosy, or heal him of his leprosy. It came to pass, when the king of Israel had read the letter, that he rent his clothes and said, Am I God to kill and make alive, that this man doth send unto me to recover a man of his leprosy? Wherefore, consider, I pray you, and see how he seeketh a quarrel against me. It was so, when Elisha the man of God had heard that the king of Israel had rent his clothes, that he sent to the king, saying, Wherefore hast thou, or why hast thou rent thy clothes? Let him come now to me, and he shall know that there is a prophet in Israel. So Naaman came with his horses and his chariot, and stood at the door of the house of Elisha. Elisha sent a messenger unto him, saying, Go and wash in Jordan 7 times, and thy flesh shall come again to thee, and thou shalt be clean. But Naaman was wroth, he was angry, and went away, saying, Behold, I thought, he will surely come out to me, and stand and call on the name of the Lord his God, and strike his hand over the place, and recover the leper. Are not Abana and Pharpar, rivers of Damascus, better than the waters of Israel? May I not wash in them and be clean? So he turned and went away in rage. In a rage. His servants came near and spake unto him, saying, My father, if the prophet had bid thee do some great thing, wouldst thou not have done it? How much rather then, when he saith to thee, Wash and be clean? Then went he down and dipped himself 7 times in the Jordan, according to the saying of the man of God, that's Elisha. And his flesh came again unto the flesh of a little child, and he was clean. Naaman returned to the man of God, Elisha, he and all his company, and came and stood before him, saying, Behold, now I know that there is no God in all the earth, but in Israel. Now therefore I pray thee, take a blessing of thy servant. But Elisha said, As the Lord liveth, before whom I stand, I will receive no gift. Naaman urged him to take it, but he refused. Naaman said, Shall there not then, I pray thee, be given to thy servants 2 mules burden of earth? For thy servant will henceforth offer neither burnt offering nor sacrifice unto other gods, but unto the Lord. In this thing the Lord pardoned thy servant, that when my master goeth into the house of Naaman to worship there, that he leaneth on my hand. He leaneth on my hand to worship there. He leaneth on my hand, and I bow myself in the house of Rimmon, that's Rimmon. Rimmon. When I bow down myself to the house of Rimmon, the Lord pardoned thy servant in this thing. Elisha said unto him, Go in peace. So he departed him a little way. But Gehazi, the servant of Elisha, the man of God, said, Behold, my servant hath spared Naaman the Syrian, in not receiving at his hands that which he brought. But as the Lord liveth, I will run after him and take somewhat of him. So Gehazi followed after Naaman. Now when Naaman saw Gehazi running after him, he lighted down from the chariot to meet him and said, "Is everything okay? Is all well?" Let's turn the page here. Sorry. And Gehazi said, "All is well. My master hath sent me, saying, Behold, even now there be come to me from Mount Ephraim two young men of the sons of the prophets. Give them, I pray thee, a talent of silver and 2 changes of garments." Naaman said, Be content. Take 2 talents. And he urged them, and bound 2 talents of silver in 2 bags with 2 changes of garments, and laid them upon 2 of his servants, and they bare them before him. When he came to the tower, he took them from their hand, and bestowed them in the house, and let the men go, and they departed. But he went in and stood before his master. And Elisha said unto him, Whence comest thou, Gehazi? Gehazi said, Thy servant went nowhere. Elisha said unto Gehazi, Went not my heart with thee when the man turned again from his chariot to meet thee? This is the time to receive money, and to receive garments, and olive yards, and vineyards, and sheep, oxen, men servants, and maidservants. The leprosy therefore of Naaman shall cleave unto thee, and unto thy seed forever. And he went out from his presence, a leper as white as snow. So Gehazi got the leprosy instead. Ouch. So this is chapter 5 of 2 Kings. Hope you enjoyed it.